It's meteorologist Cory Reppenhagen with the 9 News Weather Impact Team. Thanks for clicking in on this extended version of your forecast. It's going to be a chilly Saturday morning. We even have a few frost advisories out there to the south and east of Denver. This will go until about 9 o'clock on Saturday morning. Temperatures could hit 31 to 36 degrees. Now, it'll be colder up to the north, but these areas have already had their freeze for the season, so probably won't see another one until the vegetation starts growing back in the spring. So here's your forecast lows, however, here on the Front Range. Temperatures likely bottoming out in the low 30s or the upper 30s here on the Front Range. Here's your Saturday afternoon. High temperature 75, mostly sunny conditions. A few passing clouds, but a lot of sunshine. Light winds for you on your Saturday. Here's the way it looks on a timeline. We should get up to close to 70 degrees by about 1 o'clock in the afternoon. We'll see some sunshine and clouds intermixed there, a good mix, and we'll reach our high temperature of about 74 degrees here in the afternoon hours of 4 or 5 o'clock. Here's the rest of the forecast high temperatures across the state and the region. We'll see mostly 70s here along the Front Range, some 50s and 60s up in the mountains for your Saturday. A really nice looking day for the most part here as we warm the temperatures up well above where they normally are this time of year once again. And that will help maintain in Denver the top spot for the warmest October we've ever experienced. The first 25 days have us in the #1 slot. We'll be warm on Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. That'll help us maintain that #1 position. However, the last 3 days are looking fairly cold, and that will drop our temperatures down. We're projecting the average, the final average, to be about 59.5 degrees, which would drop us down below the 1950 record here, but making us likely finishing October as the second hottest October in history here in Denver. Here's the atmosphere as we look at it here. We'll have the high pressure ridge here over the weekend. These red and orange colors representing the warm and dry air that we'll experience until about Monday. And then we'll watch for this trough of low pressure, which has been in the forecast here for several days. The solutions are starting to come together on this. Looks like a pretty good impact here for the state of Colorado with some wintry conditions here. Starting on Tuesday with snow in the mountains, a cold front dropping temperatures on the Front Range, and then maybe into Wednesday morning, if we have some precipitation left, we could get some snow here in the Denver metro area, and that could even be accumulating snow, although it doesn't look like much. We only need 1/10 of an inch to get that official first snow measurement, and 60% of the time that does happen in October, 72 times out of the 119 days years on record. If it doesn't happen on Wednesday, we may have to wait here till November, where it happens about 20% of the time, and we all remember 2021 there, that one year where we had to wait until December to get that first snow. It would be right on time here as far as last year goes. Our first snow last year was right before Halloween, October 28th and 29th last year, but it was a significant hit with 6 to 12 inches in the Denver metro area. Do you remember that? Me either. Yeah, we kind of forget those things, but fortunately I took a picture. This was my measurement in the bureau in Arvada, where I live, 5.8 inches with that. So here's an early look at the computer forecast models for this upcoming storm system. We'll see that snow starting to spread through the high country here Tuesday morning into Tuesday night with some pretty significant snow in areas here. We could get more than 1 foot of snow in spots, not as favoring the San Juans, but we should get some decent snow down there, a little bit more of an even spread. And then as we go into Wednesday morning, the temperatures drop down there close to freezing here. We're forecasting 32, 33 degrees here, and that will usually result into some snow here on the Denver metro area and the Front Range. And also sometimes we can get accumulation if it's heavy enough. At the moment, we don't have accumulation in the forecast here in Denver, but some of the higher suburbs could see some of that snow, and it's still a ways out. So we have a lot of details that need to be sorted out before we really figure out what's going on. Usually about 48 hours before the storm, we can get a pretty accurate snow accumulation forecast for you. So we'll watch for that as we go through the next 7 days. Sunday looks like a really hot and warm day here for your Broncos Sunday. potentially getting up there close to record-breaking temperature of 83 degrees. Even the record on Monday will be in jeopardy, although I think we'll stay in mostly the upper 70s and may top out just briefly at 80s, but it'll be mostly an upper 70s kind of day. And then we'll be looking for the impacts here of that storm system that I was talking about here, likely in the Denver metro area. Around noon, we'll start to see those changes. Temperatures won't get up too high. The forecast temperatures here for your Tuesday storm are in the 33-degree range, which could lead to some accumulation. So we'll look for those impacts, mostly cool temperatures dropping down there, so a little bit of rain here on Tuesday evening and Tuesday night. We'll also look for Nikola Jokic, Big Honey, to impact that game on Channel 20 against the Nets, where we will hopefully get a win out of that. The first game looked a little rough, but Nikola Jokic did have a triple-double. Here's the impact on Wednesday. So those temperatures drop down. The forecast here is 33 degrees on Wednesday morning, so we're going to be borderline for accumulation here, but we may see some snow falling throughout the area. Some accumulation in the higher suburbs, maybe in Denver if we get lucky here, but it doesn't look like a huge impact as far as snow accumulation. But since it's our first snow of the year potentially, and our first decent taste of winter here in the Denver metro area, we're going to have these as potential weather impact days, and we'll watch those develop. But it looks like Halloween skated the winter storm once again this year. This is just a little bit cooler than the average temperature here for Halloween, but it looks like we will skate at least the snow and the cold temperatures. Probably starting out here 29 degrees on Halloween morning, warming up to about the middle to upper 50s for you. So pretty decent as far as things go. And then just outside this timeline, you do see what you don't see is another storm system, and that will be coming likely the weekend after Halloween. So if you crave those details, know that you can go beyond the forecast. Every weekday, we have a live forecast at 11 a.m. and 2 p.m. Just look for anywhere where you can stream the 9 News Plus app. Push that, or you can hit the watch button on our 9news.com or our app, and you can get more details as far as that goes with the upcoming storm and anything else that is showing in the forecast. So thanks for joining us on here, and have a great Saturday.